I have never really fought. But when I was working, her and I were both doing the same thing. We were kind of get snippy with each other on occasion. If you like this video, click like. If you want to continue to follow our adventure, hit subscribe. Your support would be greatly appreciated. Hello, Lives on the Road subscribers and followers. As I have said so many times in these videos, I was working 60, 70, 90 hours a week before we started our full-time traveling adventure back in, April timeframe. And it took me a long time to start to decompress and come out of that stress. The stress was overwhelming, and it was going to cause me a heart attack. Well, now that we've decompressed, I began to notice that, Carolyn and I have never really fought. But when I was working, her and I were both doing the same thing. We were kind of get snippy with each other on occasions. And of course you'd feel bad about it, but it's just a snip. And quite honestly, Carolyn's and my relationship's the best I've ever had. It is amazing how little we just don't fight. Well, so anyway, we started our adventure and started decompressing, and I even noticed that we were not even snipping at each other anymore. We have gotten along so well. As everybody knows, we've had to come back to Missouri. It's cold. To take care of Carolyn's daughter. She has cancer. As a matter of fact, she just finished treatments. And it's been very stressful trying to deal with the cold. Trying to make sure that we get back to her appointments. Beck is not feeling well, so you got to get her out of bed. And boy, I don't know if anybody's had to deal with folks who've had chemo, but they can get kind of cranky, unreasonably cranky, and they don't even know they're doing it. You'll talk to them later, and well, I wasn't that bad, was I? It's chemo is a bad deal. Well, of course, Carolyn and I are trying to deal with all that, and she doesn't want to get out of bed, and so we have to, do everything we can to get her out of bed so she doesn't miss her appointments and miss the bus, and on and on and on. It's just been overwhelmingly stressful. Trying to keep our life in order. It's tough to even do laundry or get a shower. We have to do showers in the shower tent. Well, that means you have to set it up, and it's cold, and it's just been overwhelmingly stressful. We've been kind of getting a little, barky at each other, and not arguments. We're not been in any fights or arguments, but snippy, just little quick things, and you feel bad about them later, and it's getting rough. And being in a pop-up makes it that much more. You can't just go watch TV or something. I mean, you're kind of right in each other's space, and being cold, you can't even go outside and walk around too much because you get chilly and you come back in. So the stress is starting to build back up. Now, she just finished. Carolyn's daughter just finished her treatment. So, and believe it or not, boy, I tell you, as soon as that was over, I mean, you could just feel the relief. You could just feel it. It was so much better. And we knew that we were going to get on back with our lives. But the reason I bring this up, so you can understand maybe that the stress that you're under is part of the reason why you and your spouse may be having difficulties in your relationship. I suppose, when you're under the stress, you don't even recognize it's the stress that's causing the disagreements and the fights and the arguments. But it sure could be, based on what I have just observed, how we went from never having a disagreement to kind of getting, a little barky at each other. And now that the stress is gone, we're back to kind of being, in good shape. And that's only been a day. So, look at your stress level. Look at what it's doing to you and your relationship. I made a video not long ago about, be happy. And one of those things is being able to make your your spouse happy makes you happy. And that's interesting because I haven't been happy in the last few weeks. And possibly because I haven't been making Carolyn happy. So I'm going to get back to work and making her happy, and getting rid of my stress and getting back out at it. So anyway, that's just another little thing about stress and de-stressing. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video. And